And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Pro Baseball Experience Season 32 Major League World Series. Hope everybody's having a great weekend here so far. I'm your host, Legally Blind Gamer, and joining me here tonight is Chicago Kingpins GM, co-host of Good Fred, Sarah. How's it going, Sarah?
All good. Huge privilege to be here. Isn't lost on me how big the World Series is, so I'm really happy I could be here today.
Awesome. Well, both of these teams here had to go through quite a bit in order to get here to this point. Some amazing series in the past couple rounds. Some great adversaries that they had to fight through in order to get to here. K Blazer 13 is now following. Thank you so much, K Blazer 13. Welcome to the PBE Major League World Series. But anyway, both of these teams here, a lot of adversity. A couple of upset games that were played during the series that allowed them to move even further into the playoffs. And so, this is going to be a great series here. Sea Serpents last season just, very short, very close. Unable to get to the very end there, but here they are back again, and the Crabs, no stranger to the postseason. V. Chris DeGoat is now following. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Pro Baseball Experience. First time chat from viewer. Welcome, Joshua. Anyway, so a lot of adversity going through here. These teams able to get through by some upsets from some of the other matchups, and so here we are, the Crabs and the Sea Serpents. Crabs no stranger to playoffs. Sea Serpents, just recently in the World Series as well. So we're going to see how tonight goes. Some great matchups here in this first game. Look at this here. Bart Murley versus Danny Sullivan. Both of these just amazing starting pitchers for both of these clubs. And we'll go ahead and take a minute here and look at our matchups for this first game. Now, I'm not sure who our mod is for today, but if they can go ahead and get started with our first prediction, it's all up to you, whatever you'd like to do a prediction for. Make sure you add in like 2 minutes or so, 90 seconds on the timer, so it has plenty of time to get that going. But if you can get a prediction going, that would be great. But here we go. Here is our lineups for game number one. Very close here. 5-4, just barely in the advantage offensively for the Sea Serpents, and the Crabs tying it up in the pitching department. So both pitchers at 80 overall. Very impressive lineups here for both of these squads. Sarah, what are your thoughts here going into game one?
I mean, they did go through a lot of adversity, but it's very hard to say that neither the Crabs nor the Sea Serpents deserve it. And what I'm really excited for is that this is a series between two teams that haven't really been. Haven't really won in a while. Like Sea Serpents, if they do, wouldn't be first in their history, right? So either way, both a win for either of these team would be pretty historical. So something new for the PP, and I think that's exciting.
Awesome. Well, Josu just reminded me we have a raffle to do here before we get started. So let me go ahead, and I see you sent me a DM here. Let me go ahead and pull that
Yeah.
up. And
For the record, I really hope I rigged it for myself because I sure don't want to buy the game.
all right, well, I'm going to pull this up here for everybody to see on the screen. And so here are our raffle entry people for this particular raffle. Now, again, there's going to be two copies of OOTP, and I believe they're keys. So you can, if you already have a copy, you can give it to a friend, to somebody on your PBE team, whatever. It's your key to use however you like. But does look like here that we have 80 entrants into this raffle. So we do have two copies of the raffle that we are going to give away here. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our first entry. And I've got a random number generator here. So we're going to go ahead and set this one to 80. There we go. All right. So we're going to get started here with our first drawing of Out of the Park Baseball 23. Two copies to give away. Here is the first, and here we go. The winner of our first copy of Out of the Park Baseball 23 is number 28. And number 28 is Petra Likes Baseball. Petra Sabor of the Boise Raptors, GM of the Raptors. Congratulations, you have just won a copy of Out of the Park Baseball 23. Wow. All right, Petra. Nice. All right, well, that is copy number 1. We have one more copy to give away here. So we're going to go ahead and do a raffle again for the second copy of Out of the Park Baseball. And here we go. Copy number 2 out of 80 entrants. Petra already won one. And the winner number 2 is 14. And 14 is Wombat. Wombat. So congratulations to Wombat and Petra, our winners of the Out of the Park Baseball 23 raffle giveaway. Very nice indeed. Wow.
Damn it, I was one off of that.
Oh man. Wow, that was crazy. Yeah, we both entered
Oh,
too. So it was a pretty, more than 1%. There was only 80 of us, so we had a little bit of a chance there, but wow. All right, well, Petra and Wombat are winners, so we'll go ahead and send that off to Hummus and head office here later. Make sure that they get their keys, and great. So now we got that out of the way. Let's go ahead and get back in here to game number 1, and let me look and see if we have any predictions left. We do, and it was for total strikeouts, and it looks like submissions are now closed on the total strikeouts. 15.5 over under. So 16 or more or 15 or less combined for both teams. So, you're looking at 16, that would be 8 each. I think that's pretty doable for, both teams over a course of 9 innings. But we'll see here as we're going to get started with game number 1. Now,
wait.
before we... Oh, go
How
ahead.
would you divide this? How would you divide this?
We're going to do like I normally do with the streams. Well, I'll do first 2, last 2 innings. You'll take the ones in between, then we'll switch off every other game.
Yeah, sure. Okay, go ahead.
If we do
that.
if we
Yeah,
do extra
okay.
innings, we'll just do an inning each and then switch off to the next one on the next inning.
Yeah, all good. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, Stephen B23 from the ECFL to show support. Welcome, Stephen. Thank you for joining the Pro Baseball Experience. We're just about to get started here with game number 1 of the Major League World Series. And before I do that, let me just take one last second here. Check the chat in our playoff server. I do not see any updates. Both teams have taken a look at their lineups in here so far. So we're going to get started here with game number 1. Providence Crabs, Seattle Sea Serpents, Bergamot Lemon is our first batter up, and here we go. Whoa. Let's go ahead and turn that off.
That sure is an angle.
Right? Not an angle I like per se, but let's turn that off there.
Also, I'm for it. It's just
Alright, so there's the
different.
default. Let's see how it looks compared to the wide. Yeah, see, I like the wide a little better. It makes the players a little bigger.
Yeah, it makes the field larger too. So I mean, field action.
We'll do that there, and there we go. All right, so runner at first here, getting us started. Lemon getting to first, and now it's hit through the gap on the left side. We now have 2 runners on for the Crabs. Giannis Christus here. And this one, the first baseman goes out into the grass, grabs that one. We still have runners on 2 bases with 1 out. Right to the 4, the 6, but not the 3. We now have runners at the corners with 2 outs, and Ruiz is up. Ruiz, and this is going to be an infield flyout here, and that'll retire the side, leaving both runners stranded. We now move to the bottom of the first, Seattle coming up. Santana Cruz, our first batter for Seattle, and Santana Cruz hits it right through the gap there in center. And that's going to be a base hit. Anita Fardinghouse now. We had a great season here. The 4, the 6, the 3, but not the 3 on Anita. Krapakasov now with Anita on first. They're going to go 4, 6, and they finally get the 3 there. Oh, no, they did not. They went to the force out at first. And what a diving catch by the center fielder, Cruz, to take that one away. And Monster Man coming in with 16 months of Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you so much, Monster Man. And we're going to lead off strikeout here from Jose 43 Sr., out number 1. Hard hit ball towards left field, but that's a line drive to the fielder, out number 2. And a walk here for Slokening will bring up Dordovic. Number 9 hitter Dordovic goes to the third baseman. Are they going to make the play? Yes, they are able to get him out, and that will retire the side. Prince Evegate 004 is now following. Thank you, Prince Evegate. Welcome to the Pro Baseball Experience World Series. And this is going to be a fly out here to right field, and that is out number 1. A strikeout here from O'Sullivan. That'll bring Rocks out with the Crocs out. They'll take a walk, and former Dynamo Cacao will be in. They'll take a walk as well. And now Davis Campbell, 2 on. Davis to the shortstop. Are they going to get the play in time? They do. And that'll take out those runners. We now move to the top of the third, still 0-0 with Sarah.
All right, so Bergamot Lemon had a great regular season. Still needs to find some hitting in the playoffs, but that is a what? What?
What was that?
Hey, I think that was a pop up to a catcher, but it was like so low that catcher didn't handle it. They called it error somehow. So
weird.
Well, I mean, like, there's still some stuff that you don't see regularly. Oil love grounds out there. Giannis Cruz strikes out, so that's going to end the top of the third inning here. So now we move on to Seattle, who's also going to have their top of the lineup here with Santana Cruz. Santa Cruz also not having a basic playoffs. Oh, that's an error. Oh my goodness, what an inning. So far already 2 errors. Now this one's a bit more consequential as now that's a hit. That's gonna move a runner to third base, and runner takes on first, and that's gonna be runners on second, third now. Seattle really threatening.
Whoa.
That's gonna be a diving catch, and now that's gonna be runner's gonna easily score from third though. So Seattle's gonna take their first lead of the day, 1-0. So now Seiko up. And the Firehouse is going to steal thirds, and now we have runners on third again. Now there's a deep fly ball, a moonshot, if they will say, and that is going to score a runner from third base, so that's going to make it 2-0 ball game. Now stepping up is Adam Milano with bases empty. Hoping to maybe continue it a bit, and he does. So that's a single. So they keep chipping away from Bart Burley here in Seattle. So now Lobo Sulfans is going to hit a ground ball to second base. That's going to be out. So that's going to end the third inning. Now this Caesar Pacific 2-0. Standing up now, Dustin Harmony also hitting pretty hard in the playoffs. That's going to be a ground out though to second base, first out. Now Julio Ruiz strikes out. And that's going to make 2 outs. Jose 43 Senior now stepping up. Whenever they stop throwing the ball. Now they stop throwing the ball. And that is going to be hit to center field. And that's going to be a single there. So runners on first. Now Tyrone to the plate. It's going to be a 2-2 count. That's going to be ground out to second base. And that's a reach by the first baseman.
Ouch.
That is caught. Yeah, somebody is playing stretch today. So, yeah, but now with that inning over, Rockstar Crocs out here back with the lead. That's up. Fly ball to left center field. That's first out. Ryan Cacao steps up. Pop up to first base. First base with Colesworth. And then he's going to take that. Davis Campbell, the ninth hitter. Steps up. His one straight to third baseman. Now that's gonna be ground out. So 1-2-3 inning here for Providence, really recovering after the last one. Now Providence is gonna step up, hopefully get some back. Chipper Slokaning steps up, also hot hitting. Gonna ground out second base. That's gonna be out. Luka Dordovic grounds out shortstop. That's also gonna be a ground out. Bergamot Lemon now. But that's gonna be hit to deep center field. That's gonna be caught fly ball. Yeah, diving catch there in center field to catch that moonshot. Now we have Santana Cruz hitting one to the shortstop. That is going to be grab ball. So that's going to be first out. Anita Firehouse. Recently retired. That's Shane's player. Shane recreated lately. So really last hurrah for Anita Firehouse. That's going to be single. So Christopher Pogosov hits a deep fly ball center field. That's going to be a moonshot, but that's going to be out. Now we're going to have Nia Firehouse steal second. He's going to be safe. Already stolen first and second today. And that's a that's a wrong pitch. But so, like, yeah. And that's pretty deep. That's going to be a sliding catch from left field. I thought that might get down. Oh, goodness. So, like, lots of great defensive plays and lots of not great defensive plays today here. So now Seattle still leads 2-0. Providence now steps up, hoping to get a run here. Will Love is going to ground out to first base, to the pitcher. That's going to be first out.
Whoa!
Now we have a diving catch by the shortstop, but that's going
Almost.
to be thrown to have too little power, so that's going to be a stolen. Base stolen by Giannis Cruz to second base. That's going to be a runner scoring position now for Justin Partley, who flies out right field. Julio Ruiz steps up. 3-2 count. That's gonna be a easy fly ball for the left fielder. So that's gonna try to run to second base, and yeah, it's gonna be back to Seattle Sea Serpents. It's gonna hit one deep, and that is gonna be to the gap. And now
One for
it's not
three.
even gonna stop at second. They're gonna go for third, and he's easily safe. Adam Malone has a triple in the World Series. Now 70 out is Level Sullivan. It's gonna strike out. First out. Now up to cross out and Cacao to score the runner on third base, and that is gonna easily score a runner as there's a single to center field. That's gonna be a run on first or cross out cross under third RBI in the postseason. They already have Ryan Cacao striking out. That's gonna be second. Now here, Davis Campbell here, hoping to get another run in. Gonna strike out. So now Nola puts away the two batters here. So now we're gonna have a back to the crowds here. So we have Jose 43 senior. Good hit one to the second baseman. That's gonna be easily caught. Dustin Johnson hits one. Also a fly ball to left field. Also be caught. Chipper slow kidding. This one. To the second base, so that's gonna be out here. So 1-2-3 for the Crabs. Now what they want to see here with 3 down. But now how Caesar is stepping up. Satan Cruz also striking out. Ania Firehouse last hurrah. Now for a 3 and no count, it's gonna take a ball. So that was an easy walk here for Ania Firehouse. Now we have Christopher Kozakov, no power hitter, striking out. Hopefully Sawaseko, also a power hitter. Now maybe a Nia Firehouse gonna steal second, and that's gonna be the usual here. Already 3 stolen bases today. Now Jose Sawaseko is gonna take a walk here. Now up to Adam Long, who hit the triple earlier. On a 0-1 count, he's gonna hit one 2 center field. That's gonna be diving again, and that is gonna be the third out of the inning. So now we take it back to LBG to try and finish this game.
And here we go, Dordovic, Lemon, and Love for Providence. Dordovic up first, and they'll strike out looking, out number 1. Bergamot Lemon now with 1 out. Hard hit ball towards right field. That is going, and that is out of here, 375 feet. And
Out
there
of
we
the
go,
park.
just like that, Providence is finally on the board. It is now 3-1. Bergamot Lemon coming through there. Strikeout looking for Will Love. That'll bring up Giannis Krustis. Krustis needs to get something here for his team. This is going to be a flyout into foul territory, and that will retire the side. Providence gets 1 on the board, down by 2. Seattle with some insurance time here. This one hit to the shortstop, and O'Sullivan is out. Croc's out now. Croc's out. Oh, what a play by the second baseman. They could not hold on to it. Does not count as an error, just a really hard hit single. And we're going to get a walk here from Cacao, and that'll bring up Campbell. 1 out, 2 on. The 4, the 6, the 3, and they get the double play. What a nice play there from the Providence defense. And here we go, last chance. Hot hitter Parmalee, Ruiz, and 43 senior. Parmalee will take a walk. Look at all those outside balls there. This one's going to be hit to the second baseman, the 4, the 6, and the 3. Ruiz, last chance here. Jose, 43 senior. Van, can Van do something? And Van gets it past the shortstop. And hope is alive here for Providence. And a pass ball will get Van over there to second base. Jose now in scoring position. Oh, and they're going to get the strikeout, and that'll do it. As Seattle is able to hold on and win Game 1 here of the Season 32 Major League World Series with a score of 3-1 over the Crabs. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the batting here for Providence. We did have the home run there from Bergamot Lemon and 2 hits from Jose 43 Sr. Over on the other side for Seattle, we had 2 hits from Anita Fartinghouse, 2 hits as well from Mellett, and Croc's out, with Croc's out having an RBI as well. On the Providence pitching end, Mark Muley taking their first loss of the postseason. For Seattle, Danny O'Sullivan getting their first win and Singh their 3rd save. Player of the game, though, is Danny Sullivan. 7.1 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 109 pitches. What a great first game for Sullivan to be able to get them past and get the win. Wow. All right, we're going to go ahead and do a file save here and then move on to game number 2. And we'll take a look at the stamina for both of our teams here. And we'll start off with the Crabs, going over here to the pitching. And taking a look just to be sure, your number 2 starter, Michael Dion, is at 100% rested. Going through your reserve roster here for the bullpen, Economides is at 100%. Nola is at 60%, slightly tired. Ron Lane is at 100%. El Charo is at 73%. Sports Boy is at 100%. And Abraham Lindcrab is at 100%. And we'll go ahead and take a second here and take a look at the Sea Serpents as well. Booze Goozer is your scheduled starter, and they are at 100% for Game 2. Singh is at 73%. Beckett is at 100%. Arya is at 100%. Ragnarok is at 100%. And Perry Hodder is at 100%. So it looks like the only one that you had any action out of here was Singh. Everybody else is rested. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look now at the Discord and see if we have any updates here from our two teams. And I do have a ping here from the Sea Serpents. And here we go. So Sea Serpents, they do have changes for game number 2. We're going to start with Arya at stopper. What is this? Stopper, 7th and close, high leverage.
LBG, you're gonna have to look at it. Unfortunately, I don't have they never give me access to every chat.
Oh, no worries. No worries. I got
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah.
And then high leverage was the third one. There we go. And then we also had Sing with none normal NA. So Sing, none specified, normal NA. There you go. Any other changes I can do there for you? See, does it? And I'm going to take a second here and look over here at the crabs. All right, and here joining us in voice chat for the crabs to help me go over their settings for game number 2 is Leatherneck Mike. Hello, Leatherneck Mike.
Hey, LBG. I just thought I'd do this so we can get things through a little quicker.
Sure,
okay.
No problem.
Go ahead and go to the bullpen. Get me Nola on non-specified, please. Non-specified, avoid high. And then the second row blank. And then also get me Lucky El Charl to use less often, and Sports Boy to middle relief normal.
Use less often, and then middle relief normal. There you go.
And no other changes at the moment. Thank you, sir.
All right, so you're set for game number 2 then.
We are set.
All right, thank you. All right, well, there was Leatherneck Mike helping us out with the changes for the crabs, and I'm getting info from the Sea Serpent saying they're good to go as well. So we're going to do a file save here and get started with game number 2. And if we can, from the wonderful mod team, if we can get a prediction going for our second game, let's take a look at the lineups again. Still in the Seattle favor for the batting, but now there is the change in the pitching. 79 overall for Michael Dion, was just barely under the 80 overall for Booze Gooser, but still very close here. Both starting pitchers just within 1 point of each other. And let me go ahead and take a look at the predictions here, see how that is going. And it looks like total runs over under 8.5. So are they going to score 9 runs or more? Or 8 runs or less, and it looks like right now they're predicting 8 runs or less. So we'll have to see how that goes here as we're going to get started with game number 2. We're all locked in. Both teams have given me their go-ahead, and we're going to start with Sarah taking us away with Bergamot Lemon as our first batter up.
Out of the park.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, Pazuzu coming in with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Pazuzu.
Thanks, Pazuzu. Now here we go. Bergamot Lemon hitting ground ball to start the game. That's gonna be just shortstop. That's gonna be first out the innings and first out game. Will Love now is coming up, striking out. So that's gonna be second out. Jans Cruces hoping to avoid a 1-2-3. Is gonna step up. Jans Cruces, whenever they stop playing catch, is gonna be a facing a 1-2 count is gonna strike out, so that's gonna end the inning. Really good start for Booze Gooser here, 1-2-3. Going now is Seattle Sea Serpents down with Santana Cruz starting the inning off again. That's gonna be hit deep, a moonshot to left field, but that is gonna be caught for the first out. We have Anita Farninghouse is gonna be a grounding out to third base, and that's going to be out. Now we have a ground out to pitcher for Christoph Kapokself, also an out. So that's going to make it 1-3 as well. So really good pitchers duel so far in first inning. Have Dustin Parmalee really hitting hot. It's going to take a walk, so the first base runner of the game this year for the Crabs. Julio Ruiz steps up 0-2 count. Now that's going to hit deep. That is to the gap. Apollo 11 moonshot here. Nope, that is going to be out there. So runner the second and third, two fairly slow runners, I suppose. Now with Jose 43 striking out here, it's up to Dustin Johnson to maybe get a running on base. Now the bases are loaded for the Crabs, so now really I'm Chipper Slokening to get a hit here. That is gonna be a strike free. That is gonna be a strikeout for Chipper Slokening. So now Luka Dordovich, Magician tries to hit to left field. That is caught, unfortunately. And that is going to be an end of second inning for our Crowds. Bases were loaded, but they do not score any runs. So now we have Jose Fonseca hoping to actually get some runs in this game. He's going to take a walk here down too, so Adam Malott stepping up. Get 1-2 center field. That is going to be a single, so runner's going to be at first and second now for Loco Sullivan, who's saying 238 so far. That's going to be a moonshot to Apollo 11. That is out of here. 3-0 for the Cavs. That is going to give them a big lead as you try to go 2-0 on the series so far. Lobo Sullivan being a hero in the second inning right now. Scoring Jose Fonseca, Adam Malott. That's going to be a free run shot. And now we go on to Roxanne Croxout. It's going to step up as strikeouts. So that's going to be strikeout number one on the inning. We have Ryan Cacao also up. Striking out number 2. Now we finally Davis Campbell on team. Whatever to stop and catch. Gonna hit 1-2 left field. That is gonna be caught easily. They're gonna hang for a bit. So now we move on to LBG for inning number 3.
And 7 Ominous, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Pro Baseball Experience Major League World Series as we now move into the 3rd inning. And at the top of the lineup here, Bergamot Lemon striking out for out number 1. Then I'm bringing up Will Love. And Will Love strikes out looking. And we have 2 outs now for Giannis Krustis. Krustis strikes out and 3 strikeouts there. Blues Gooser getting it done. Able to get them out of that inning. Bottom of the 3rd now. Seattle trying to add to that lead as that's going to almost be an infield single. Pitcher does get it just barely in time. That is out number 1. Anita Fartinghouse will fly out to right field, out number 2. And now Kripakosov down the left field line, but the third baseman's able to snag it. Throws all the way across, makes a play. 1-2-3 inning again. Top of the 4th we go. Providence coming up. Hot hitter Dustin Parmalee. Oh my goodness, Parmalee just crushed that one, but it is caught at the wall. And that is an out. Oh my goodness. Thought that one was gone for sure, but the shortstop goes out into the grass, gets that one. Ruiz is out, number 2, and here is Jose 43. Another hard hit ball towards right field, but unfortunately does not have the distance. And that is the end of that inning as we now move to the bottom of the 4th. Seattle's still up. And this is a hard hit shot towards left field, and he'll grab it at the wall, and that is out number 1. Down the left field line, what a blast there from Mellett, and they're going to get in with a double. Runner in scoring position, 1 out, 1 on for O'Sullivan, who had the 3-run blast earlier. That one is hit to the first baseman. Runner does advance to third, though, as they get the 2nd out, and this is going to be a fly out here to center field, and that'll retire the side, leaving that runner stranded. Top of the 5th we go now. Providence up again. Only 1 hit here so far as Johnson comes in, and that'll be hit number 2 as they get it past the shortstop. Leadoff runner on base for Slokening. Chipper Slokening will take a walk, and now cold hitter Dordovic will come up. No outs, 2 on, and Dordovic strikes out. But that brings us to the top of the order, and here we go, the meat of the lineup here for the Crabs, as that one is his hard hit ball from Bergamot Lemon through the gap in center. Juices are based now for Will Love with 1 out. Oh my goodness, down the left field line. Love brings in 2. It could be 3. No, they're going to stay. 2 runners in scoring position, but it is now 3-2. Crabs coming back here. Infield playing in, and this one's going to be hit as a caught ball in center field. 2 outs, 2 on. Hot hitter Dustin Parmalee, check swing, and it'll be a walk. Juices based. Here we go, Ruiz. 3 on, 2 out. Ruiz for the Crabs, and they'll get struck out. Blues Gooser getting the job done. Oh my goodness, that could have been so dangerous there. Seattle did get some hits in there, took some damage, but able to get out of that inning as we'll do a leadoff strikeout here. And Cacao is out as Campbell comes up. Campbell down the left field line. And that'll be a double, going in for a stand-up double here. One on, runner in scoring position, top of the lineup for Santana Cruz. And Cruz in the gap on the left side. That's going to bring the runner in. And it is now 4-2 as Santana Cruz gets an RBI double. Anita Fardinghouse, and that'll be a strikeout. 2 outs now, runner in scoring position. Krapakosov, and that's going to be a flout to the shortstop in the infield. And that'll do it as we now move to the bottom of the 6th. Providence, top of the 6th. Providence down by 2. And the second baseman goes out into the grass to get that one. And Jose 43 Sr. is out. This one is hit to the first baseman, and Johnson is out number 2. And now Slokening. Slokening strikes out looking. And a 1-2-3 inning. And it looks like Ragnarok came in and relieved that inning, able to get them out of that one as we get another pitching change, and James Ronlane comes in for the Crabs and will give up a walk here to Sloseko to start us off. Mellett now. Mellett, hard hit ball towards right field, and that is out of here. A 2-run blast, 392 feet. And it is now 6-2.
Out of the park.
Seattle expanding their lead here. Providence tried to claw back, but Seattle just pushing ahead now as this one's to the third baseman out in the grass, and that is out number 1. And this will be a flout here towards right field, and Croxout is out number 2. And oh, what a play by the shortstop, but they are not able to make the play in time. Cacao gets in with an infield single. And they're gonna get the, wow, what was that? A line drive hit, and that
line drive diving catch.
Right? Wow. All right, well, that'll take us now to the top of the 7th. Down by 4 still is Providence, and what a catch by the right fielder there for Seattle, taking away that base hit. And a strikeout here from Bergamot Lemon. That'll bring up Will Love with 2 outs. Lemon to the second baseman, and that is it as that finishes us off. And we now move to stretch time, bottom of the 7th. Seattle up by 4.
Wait. Okay. I guess I'm going now. Or ball 7, right? Anyways, yeah, that Neil Farkhouse is gonna hit one deep to left field. That is gonna be out of here, and that is gonna extend the lead. Apollo number 11 on 7-2, and that is gonna give Seattle 5-run lead so far. Still not looking great for Crabs, looking great for Seattle here. We have Chris Krapakosov up now striking out. That's going to be the second out here. So now we have Jose Salseco now stepping up. Hoping not be a bird out. That is going to be a single to left field. So now Jose Salseco's on first base for the very hot Adam Malott. Hey, that rhymed. I think we intended for that to rhyme. So now we got some free outs here for the Sea Serpents. And now a lot of pickings here for Crabs here, was gonna try and get Jans Cruces to get a hit here, but that is just gonna be deep fly ball center field and moonshot, but easily caught one. That's Parmalee is gonna get a walk here, so now we have runners on first. So now they need a few more base runners, but scoring a few runs will be helpful here. But Ruiz is gonna strike out second out of the innings so far. Now with a 3-2 count for Jose 43 Sr., he's going to take a walk here. So now the runners on first and second for Dustin Johnson, hoping maybe get like something in here. But that is going to be a ground out on the 3-2 count to the second base, and that's going to be an easy ground out. So now it's back to Lovell Sullivan, who's going to hopefully get some more insurance here for the Seattle here. So now we have 0-2 count. Lovell Sullivan is going to strike out. Rockstar Croxelt on to 0-2 count again, striking out. Oh, and now on 0-1 count we have Ryan Cacao is going to hit one to the gap, so that's going to make a easy double, maybe a triple, but nope, that's just going to stay a double. Davis Campbell now. 3-2 count. It's going to get a right count looking, so that is going to end the inning, and now it's back to the Crabs with 3 outs remaining, hoping to make a splash. So now we have a Crabs hit one deep, and that's going to be over the center fielder's head, so now it's going to be a double at least. Now we have Chipper looking a double, so now Gordon Durovich, who's been cold so far this series, going to hit one to center field. That's going to be caught to run his second still stranded here. They have Bergman Lemon is going to get one. That is going to be a wild pitch, I suppose. Didn't really say, but that's a wild pitch. Now we have Chipper Slokening still staying very base on the ground ball, but that's gonna be another wild pitch. It's gonna score a runner this year, so now it's 3-7 here, but only with one now. But we have
Uh-oh.
Roll Up now getting walk here, so we have Giannis Cruz
Hope is alive.
stepping up. Even some hope, but that it's gonna quickly evaporate the hope, as that's an easy pop out. Two shot, that's gonna end the game here. For the Sea Serpents, Sea Serpents get a huge lead on the Crabs here, getting 2-0 on the series as it now goes back to the Provinces Stadium, whose name I shall not say right now. Anyways, now going on to the box scores a bit, so we have a lot of one-hit games, but not a lot of hits for Providence. We have Chipper Slokening getting 2 runs, noteworthy. Seattle, 3 for 4 for Adam Malott with 2 RBIs and 2 runs. 2 for 4 as well for Ryan Cacao. And 3 RBIs for Lebo Sullivan. Now, looking at the pitching side, Booz Gooser goes 5 innings, 2 runs, gonna get the win here. And then Michael Diamond's gonna take the loss with 5 innings pitched, 4 runs. Player of the game is gonna be Adam Malott.
All right. Well, there we go. Game 2 is now in the books. Let me go ahead and save this. And I just remembered I need to update the little banner on OBS. Let me take care of that real quick.
I should update a document. 1 second.
Let's see here. No, it's not that one. Oh, here we go. And so now we'll change that one to that. All right, so game 2 in the books. We're going to go ahead and move on now to game number 3. We do have the off day. And here we go. We'll do a file save here and take a look at the pitching stamina for both clubs, starting off with the Crabs. And here we go. Our scheduled starter, Dasani Voss, is at 100% rested. Looking now at the bullpen, Economides is at 100% rested. Ron Lane is at 84%. Sports Boy is, for relief pitcher, at 84% rested. El Charo is at 91% rested. Lynn Crab is at 100% rested. And finally, Nolan Nola is at 87% RP rested. And now we're going to go ahead and move over here to the Seattle Sea Serpents. Take a look at theirs. For game number 3, Straight Gas Homie is the scheduled starter, and they are 100% rested. Looking now at their bullpen, Athena Aria is at 100% rested. And it's Enrico. I didn't see your last name there, Enrico, but welcome to the PBE. Thank you very so much for following. We are doing the Major League World Series right now, about to do game number 3. But Aaron Beckett here, let's go ahead and take a look at Beckett. Beckett is at 100% rested. Ragnarok is at 82% rested. Perry Hodder is at 87% RP rested. And finally, Singh is at 96% rested. So there you go. There's an update for the GMs, as I'll go ahead and take a look now in the Discord to see if we have any updates from both teams, and we do. So starting off with the Sea Serpents, since I had theirs already open, changes for game number 3: Sing Stopper, 7th and close, high leverage. Sing Stopper, 7th and close, and high leverage. Next one is Aria, middle relief, normal, NA. Aria, middle relief, normal, NA. And then finally, Ragnarok is none, normal, NA. None, normal, NA. So there you go. See, does it? Any others that I can do there for you? Alright, so C Does It has given me their seal of approval. We'll go ahead and do a file save on their changes here. Looks like they are good for game number 3. Moving over here to the Crabs. And Mike, are you there? You ready for changes for your team?
Yep. Ready to go, LBG. Go to my pitching staff first, if you please.
Absolutely.
Our pitching staff.
All right.
So first of all, get Nola off of non-specified avoid high. Please make him middle, use more often, and high leverage.
Middle, use more often, and high leverage.
And then take Mr. James Ronlin and make him non-specified.
Non-specified.
And can I get one more look at Sports Boy and El Charo's stamina, please?
Sure. Sports Boy is at 84% rested, and El Charo is at 91% rested.
Okay, switch the useless often from El Charo onto Sports Boy and make El Charo normal. And then if you could go to my right-handed lineup, please.
Sure.
Get this thing. Switch 43 Senior and Dustin Johnson.
43 Senior and Dustin Johnson. There you go. You want that for
And
left
switch.
as well?
No, just for the righties for right
Okay.
now. And switch Ruiz and Krustis as well.
And Ruiz and Krustis. There you go.
Okay. Let me check my war room very fast.
Sure.
And I believe that is going to be everything. Okay. Oh, sorry, that's an old message. That should be good.
Great. All right, so you're all set for game 3 then.
Yep, we're good.
All right, thank you so much, Mike. All right, so there we go. Leatherneck Mike hopping in, helping us out, get set for the Crabs for game number 3, and we have both teams locked in now, and we are all set. I just want to make sure I see a ping here. Let me see what this is. Okay, nothing involving any of this. So we're going to go ahead and get started now with game number 3. Let's go ahead and pull up our lineups here and take a look again, see if there's any changes. And look at this, with the changes that were done by the Crabs, now it makes it a little more interesting because now it's a 3-4 with 2 ties. So they're able to take away a little bit from Seattle's 5-4 advantage here. But they do lose that 4th one and end up being 2 ties instead. So we'll see if that plays out any differently, but we are back to being tied in the pitching department as well, 80 versus 80 overall. Dasani Voss versus Straycast Homie. And if we can go ahead and get a prediction going for game number 3, let me go ahead and take a look at chat here, see how that is running along here. And it looks like total home runs, submissions are closed. It was at 2.5 over under. Under 2.5 is at 81%, so they believe it's going to be 2 home runs or less for the entire game. So we're going to take a look here as we now move into game number 3. Santana Cruz, we are now playing in Providence. Santana Cruz is going to be our first batter up, and here we go. All right. Playing in a new ballpark here. Pitcher comes set, and that one is hit past the third baseman, and that's going to be a leadoff base hit here for Santana Cruz. Cruz going to second, and they're going to be in easily with the steal. Runner now in scoring position. And this one through the gap on the right side, and it looks like they might have, no, they're going to stay. Runners at the corners now. Krapakosov. Oh, and we get a pass ball, and Cruz comes home and scores. Fartinghouse to second. Runner in scoring position now. And they're already up 1-0. This will be a fly out in the infield, out number 2. Excuse me, out number 1. Wow. Runner going to third, and they're going to be, oh no, the pass ball, and they're going to come home and score. Oh no. And we get a error there from the third baseman. And that's going to score another run. It is now 2-0 as they get the out at first. 2 outs now. And this one's hitting to the gap on the right side. This will be at least a double. Going for 3. And they threw to the cutoff instead of going directly to third, and they're able to slide in there. And runner in at third base now with 2 outs. And this is going to be a fly out here to the left fielder. But Seattle gets some damage done off some bad defensive play by the Crabs, and now moves to the bottom of the first. Can they make up for it offensively here? Let's find out. As this one is almost the exact same play as the start of the top of the inning, as Bergamot Lemon gets on base with no outs. And a strikeout here from Will Love. That'll bring up Ruiz. Ruiz strikes out as well. And Straycast Homie getting it done here with the early strikeouts. Runner going to third. They're going to slide in. They're going to be safe. Runner in scoring position now. And that's 3 strikeouts in a row as hot hitter Parmalee gets struck out as well. Homie getting them out of that inning. Top of the second we go. Seattle up to the first baseman, and that is out number 1 for Crocs out. Cacao, who had that good hit in the last game, will strike out. Campbell now. Campbell, and that'll drop in front of the left fielder, and we now have a runner at first base with 2 outs. Top of the lineup, Santana Cruz again. Runner going to the second. They're going to be safe. Runner in scoring position now for Santana Cruz as they strike out looking, leave the runner stranded. Bottom of the second we go. Providence up now. Krustis, Slokening, and Johnson. Krustis coming up first. This one right to the second baseman. Out number 1. Chipper Slokening. Chipper to the pitcher. And that's an easy play for out number 2. And now Dustin Johnston. Johnson. And a fly out to the right fielder. And that's a 1-2-3 inning as we now move to the top of the third. Seattle up by 2, and here's Sarah.
So now we have Seattle back up already with a lead here on enemy turf too. Ania Farnhouse is going to take a walk here, so now we're on first base. 0-1 count, so that's going to be ground out to the first baseman, but they're only going to take 3 to 6, not a 3 back. 1 out here, ground out. That's going to be a hit to center field, so that's going to be running to first and third. Okay, that's pretty aggressive. Yeah, but that's easy to make there really. But now we have a pop out there by Avalon. This is going to be 2 down, and now we have a deep fly ball that's going to be caught by the center fielder. Looked a bit risky there for a second, but now we have Level Sloven flying out, and Promise is back. So we have Jose 43 Senior getting grab ball to first base. That's going to be out. Luka Dordovic on 3-1 count is going to take a walk now. So now it's going to be running up first for Bergamot Lemon, who's going to hit 1 to right field. That's being lined out. Will Love now hoping to maybe tie the game up or something. Get a ground ball to the pitcher. That's going to be out here, out by a few steps. Now we're back to Seattle over here. So Croxell going to hit 1 to the gap. So that is going to be at least a double here. Croxell here sliding to second. That's going to be it. Now we have Cacao stepping up. 3-2 count. Just a grab ball to the first baseman. That's going to be 1 out, but booster runners up. That's going to be a single. That's going to be to the wall as well. So that's going to be a double for Davis Campbell. Easily scoring another run here. So it's going to be 3-0 for Seattle. As Providence now steps up and is going to hit another double here. So doubles galore for Seattle Sea Serpents. Already 4-0 here. Santana Cruz now going 188 on season. Now that's going to be a boom shot to right field, but not going to go anywhere. Apollo... Nia Farnhouse is going to get to right field, sack to third base. But now Christopher Pogosov is going to hit 1 to right field. In line now, that's going to be out. So now Julio Ruiz is going to step up, get a strikeout here. That's going to be 1 out. Already down 4 runs here is Dustin Parmoli for the Crabs. Going to get a bat here. This one, that's going to be deep. Apollo 11, that's a solo shot by Dustin Parmoli. So now with that blue shot, the Crabs are now only trailing by 3 here. So as they scored their first run of the game. And now, hoping to get a few more on the board here. So Jans Drustis now stepping up. This one, too, that's going to be an easy fly ball for right fielder. That's going to be second out here. So now we have Chipper Slokening. Guess what? That's going to be to the gap. So now we have an easy double for Slokening. Maybe more. They're going to try for a triple. That's going to be easily in. So now we have runners on third for Dustin Johnson. If he hits one, a single there. Unfortunately, he's not. He's just going to hit a fly ball to left field. So that's going to be ended for the Crabs. So some offense here for the Crabs to finally start it off.
Mafia Don, thank you for the follow. Sorry.
Hey, that's going to be a fly ball. That hit the pole. That's interesting. That's funny. Foul ball. Usually when you see a runner on first base or third base just trail to the foul side, that's when you tell us a foul ball, just for the viewers at home. So so we have Malad now taking a walk. So now that's a home run. That's a surefire
out of the park.
So we have now Leopold Sullivan hitting another home run this series. Already proven to be very, very helpful in this series. Now it's a 6-1 lead and it's getting further away for the Sea Serpents here. From Crabs are really going to have to catch up and get the offense going if they want any chance to win this World Series. But we have Sea Serpents here. Crocs already getting another single. Ryan Cacao gets strikes out, so that's going to be 2 outs here. Davis Campbell now with 0-1 count. Good hit one. That's going to be another single here. So we have runners on first and third now for Santana Cruz. Already hitting double today. Now a good hit one. That's going to be a ground ball, fielder's choice. 5-4. That's going to be out. That's gonna be the third out inning for Seattle. Already getting 2 more runs, so now it's 6-1. Holding for free senior steps up. That's gonna be a single, so that's gonna make it a runner first base. Luka Dorovich is gonna step up. It's
Oh
gonna
boy.
hit one. That's gonna be 2 to gap. So now that's gonna be easily get at least runner second and third. Maybe they're gonna tag. They're not gonna tag. So now we have Brickball Lemon stepping up with a huge RBI situation. He's gonna hit one, 2 first basemen, but that's gonna score a run after the runner comes in from third base. So we still have runner scoring position with a Brickball Lemon sack RBI. Well, Love is gonna hit one. That's gonna be to left field. That's gonna be easily caught. So 2 outs here. So we have Julio Ruiz holding to score 1 more. At least striking out. So that is gonna make the Crabs trail a bit less, only by 4 now, but still a bit to catch up to. Especially how good pitching has been so far. Now it's these surface here stepping up. We have a Nia Firehouse striking out. So that's gonna be first out of the inning. Christoph Krapalkasov now a catcher gonna step up whenever they stop playing catch. Free to count. Gets a walk, so now runs on first base. So so far Seattle has been a killer with base runners on. Now 1-2 count is gonna get a strikeout from Lucky Out Charles. Now Adam Malata, super hot hitter this series. 2-2 count, striking now, so that's gonna end the inning. The Seattle Serpents are gonna put up a 0, but they still have a comfortable lead, a lead of 4 so far. Now we have Crabs back up. Gonna step up, get a strikeout. That's gonna be down for Dustin Parmalee. Jans Cruz this 1-0. Gonna hit one. That's gonna be to right field. That's gonna be easily caught. Not that far, not that deep. Yeah. Chipper's Logan is also gonna be strikeout, so that's gonna be 1-3 and another costly one for the Crabs. As not much time left here for the Crabs. The Seattle Seahawks are gonna step up again. Lobo Sullivan is gonna hit 1-2. The first baseman's gonna take it to bank himself. Crocodile hits 1-2 left field. That's gonna be out as well. Ryan Cacao hits one. Gets one here. She's gonna strike out. So 1-3 inning here for the Crabs here. Nolan now stepping in for a relief. Now final half of 7th inning. He's gonna get 1 striking now for Dustin Johnson. Jose Ford Free Senior gonna get fly ball center field. That's gonna be a caught for the second out. Look at Dorovich here. Hoping maybe start some offense. Hit one. That's gonna be to the gap, so that's at least gonna be a double here. Look at Dorovich. It's gonna stop at second, so now Bergman Lemon now have a chance to score a run, get back in it a bit. But he's gonna strike out, looking even. And now we go to LBG to finish off the game.
And here we go. Campbell, Cruz, and Fartinghouse are 3 batters up for Seattle. Number 9 hitter Campbell coming up first. And that'll be hit deep into center field, but that is caught before the warning track, out number 1. And this one will be a walk from leadoff hitter Cruz. Cruz has 1 stolen base so far this postseason. Strikeout from Fartinghouse, and now Krapakasov with 2 outs, 1 on. And there goes Cruz, and they're going to slide in for... Oh, they got him! They got him at second. Picked him off, and that'll retire the side. Great throw out from Providence there. Dustin Johnson with the great arm, and this one's hit to the shortstop, and that'll be out number 1 here for Providence, who needs to get something going. 5 outs remaining. Another hit to the shortstop. Ruiz is out, and now hot hitter Parmalee. Dustin Parmalee, and the shortstop gets in the action in all 3 plays here as the side is retired. And here we go. Insurance time for Seattle. Top of the 9th, up by 4. A leadoff walk here from Krapakasov. And Slaseko, who's hitting 286 so far in the postseason, gets another hit. Raises that up to 300 now for the postseason. And that'll be a fly out to the second baseman out in the grass. 2 on, 1 out now. Hard hit ball towards right field. And that is out of here, deep in the bleachers. And Lumpo Sullivan, oh my goodness, getting it done.
Out of the park.
Lump adds on another 3, and it is now 9-2 Seattle. Oh my goodness. Providence has their work cut out for them now, as this one is looking like it's going to be a flat to left field. 2 outs, and Ryan Cacao. And shortstop, third baseman gets that one in the grass, and finally they're able to get out of that one. Seattle gets 3 more on the board. Here we go, down by 7. And we have Christus, Slokening, and Johnson. Giannis is going to fly out here to left field, out number 1. Chipper Slokening, 2 outs to go. Chipper will take a walk. Dustin Johnson coming up now. 1 on, 1 out. Johnson striking out. And here we go. Jose 43 Senior, Van. Hope you're watching, C9 Van. As they're going to get a base hit, and that's going to move the runner to second. 2 on now, 2 out. Dordovic is going to fly out here in the infield, and that's going to do it as Seattle is able to hold on and, oh my goodness, demolish the Crabs here in game number 2 with the score of 9-2, 13 hits to 7. Let's take a look at Seattle's batting for this game. 2 hits and an RBI for Santana Cruz. 2 hits and a run scored for Joey Sloseko. 2 runs, 2 hits, 5 RBIs though for Lump Sullivan, who's probably our player of the game here. 2 hits for Croxout and 3 for Campbell with an RBI. Over on the Providence side, RBI for Lemon, home run for Parmalee, and 2 hits each for Jose 43 Senior and Dordovic. On the pitching side for Seattle, Straight Gas Homie getting their 4th win of the postseason. Look at that, 4-0 now for them. Wow. Dominating performance this season in the postseason. And for Providence, Dasani Voss taking their first loss, 1-1 now for them. Lumpo Sullivan, though, with the 5 RBIs, is your player of the game. And it looks like we just got a follow there. And Dak 91486, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the Pro Baseball Experience. We are in the Season 32 Major League World Series. As we finish out game number 2, let's go ahead and do a file save. And we'll move on to, or excuse me, game number 3. We'll go ahead and move on to our next game. There we go. And we'll take a look at the Crabs first. And Mike, are you there?
Yes, I am. You caught me
right.
right at time.
Great. All right. So let's go ahead and first take a look at your starter here. Bark is at 100% rested for game number 4. Konamides at 100%. Nola is at 47% tired. Lucky El Charo is at 53%. Sportsboy 57 is at 73%. Ron Lane is at 89%. And finally, Abraham Lindcrab is at 100%. So what would you like me to change here?
All right, I would like you to get me Sportsboy to long reliever.
All right.
And then it's normal. Yeah, okay, yeah. Make it a void high, actually. I lied. Make it normal void high, yeah. Take Nolan off of middle relief, use more often high leverage, and instead make that make it closer 9th.
Closer 9th. Any secondary?
And then
you want to leave the high leverage on there?
Yeah, I think it's redundant, but yeah, high leverage is fine.
Okay.
And then make El Charo middle relief, use more, and Ronlin middle relief normal.
And Ronlin middle relief normal. All right.
Yeah.
And did you want to do the batting when you want to switch any of that back as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Okay.
a new lefty lineup.
Lefty
lineup for lefties is Dordovic at leadoff.
All right.
Lemon.
Other there. Lemon. All right.
Okay, Lemon at second. Love at third.
Love at third.
Parm at fourth.
Okay.
Slokening at fifth.
Slokening at fifth.
43 at sixth.
Mm-hmm.
Krustis at seventh.
Krustis at seventh.
Giannis, Krustis seventh. Johnson eighth.
Johnson eighth and Ruiz ninth.
Yes, and Ruiz ninth.
All right. Any other settings?
Nope, that is going to be it. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. And that's Leatherneck Mike helping us out, get set for game number 4. Let me go ahead and move over now to the Seattle Sea Serpents, and we'll take a look at their settings. And checking on, first of all, I don't think we did their pitching. So let's go ahead and, before we ask them to make any changes, let's take a look at their pitching and see how they're doing. Danny Sullivan is at 99% rested, the scheduled starter for game number 4. Singh is at 96% rested. Beckett is at 100% rested. Arya is at 100% rested. Perry Hodder is at 85% rested. And Ragnarok is at 87% rested. So now I'm going to check Discord, see if we have any updates from C Does It for game number 4. And I do have a tag here. And they'd like to change Ragnarok to middle relief normal in A. Middle relief normal, and A. There you go. Any other changes there for you, C, does it? As let me go back over here, and I do see a ping from the, or something from the crabs. Ah, all right, that was the one we just fixed earlier, so that one is good. And all right, so it looks like the sea serpents are locked in as well. So we're going to do a file save and move on now to game number 4. Before I do that, let me go ahead and update our tracker.
Yeah, let me update the sheet too.
There we go. All right, so that is set, and now we're moving on to game number 4. Seattle is up 3-0 already. The Crabs, their backs are against the wall here. They have to win all 4 games from here on out in order to clinch this World Series. So we're going to start off first here with the matchups. There we go. And with the changes to the lefty lineup, now we have a 6-3 advantage for Seattle in the batting department, but a tie in pitching. So, Seattle, who had been 5-4 in the first game, and then we had like 4-3 with 2 ties. So a little more advantage here for Seattle. But both teams, a lot of very hot hitters here. And let me just go ahead and take a look here at our predictions, see if we have any predictions for game number 4. And what is that one? Does Providence avoid the sweep? Does Providence avoid the sweep? And right now, submissions, we have about 10 seconds left. 83% say no. If you want to get some channel points in, now's the time to do so. Just a couple seconds left here. And there we go. All right, so submissions are closed now, looks like. No at 84%. And we're going to get started here with game number 4. Before we do, though, Sarah, Seattle 3-0 so far up to this point. Very crucial match here for Providence. Any thoughts going into game number 4 before we get started here?
I mean, Seattle must be super happy right now. Like, everything that could happen, like, they're playing to their strengths. Everything that could happen went well for them, went well. So, yeah, but Seattle's gonna be really happy. But I'll tell you what, if the Crabs come back from this is gonna be one of the greatest series we'll ever see.
Absolutely, the reverse sweep would make PBE history. I think.
I'm all here for it too. I'm here for history. So yeah, let's do it.
All right, well, here we go. Sarah's going to take us away as Santana Cruz is our first batter up for game number 4 of the Season 32 Major League World Series.
All right, Santana Cruz is stepping up here against Burke Burley, who is going to step up as the ace of Providence. Now we have, going to be a strikeout to start the game off for Seattle. Now we have Arnita Farnhouse on the 3-1 count. It's going to get a single for center field, so usually lots of on-base people for Seattle so far this series. And now we have another stolen base attempt. That is going to be safe. A ton of stolen bases underneath Farnhouse. Now Krzysztof Kapongstov is going to get a ground ball to third base. That's going to move the runner up to third. But then now we have the ground ball by Jose Slavseko. That's going to strand the runner. So now, now we move on to Crabs, who really needs to get some offense going here. Hopefully with the massive change in the lineup, they get something going. So now we have Luka Dorvich now stepping up. Striking out for first out. Bergamot Lemon is gonna get a ground ball, but not even gonna throw it. Not even
Bumble.
Now Love is gonna get a ground ball again, so now that might be a double play there for to make up for the lack of the last one. Now we have a 5-4-3 double play that's gonna end the inning. Now we're back to the Seattle here with Van Malott. Who's gonna step up? Get a strikeout. Looking there on a 2-2 count. So now we have a couple Sullivan now stepping up too. We have a pop kind of to right field. That's gonna be caught easily. It's to be a Roxel Croxell gonna get one to ground ball. That's gonna be easy throw to first base. That's gonna be out here for Roxel Croxell. So if I'm here, I have the Crabs. Dustin Parmalee, super hot, line out to second base. That's what we caught. Trevors Lokening stepping up. That's gonna be deep. Apollo 11 moonshot out here. 1-0 so far for the Crabs. That's gonna give them the lead, and that is gonna be huge. As the Crabs really haven't had to beat that much shit so far this series. So really gets some momentum started here. Jose Fortis Senior stepping up. Gets a hit to the gap. So now that is going to be an easy double here with now. Jose Fortis Senior is going to step on second.
some to youngsters, and so maybe get some RBI. Maybe really this thing keeps working, and now it's still working here as you have a walk here, runs on first and second. Dustin Johnson now steps to strikes out, and now it's gonna be up to Coulter Julio Ruiz. Maybe now getting time stamp hell of it, but that's gonna be oh my goodness, man can't buy it hit. That's gonna be a line at the first base, unfortunately. Now we go to LBG, who's gonna call the next few innings.
All right, well, we have Cacao, Campbell, and Cruz. And Cacao gets out number one on the ground ball. This one's down the right field line. This is going to be a double here for Campbell. Campbell in scoring position now as we move to the top of the order, and Santana Cruz. Cruz, hard hit ball, drops in front of the left fielder. Runner coming home to score, and they're going to be safe as Seattle ties it up 1-1. Anita Fartinghouse, and look at the runner going to second there, and Cruz is going to get a steal as Anita strikes out, and that'll bring up Krapakosov with 2 outs. And Krapakosov will get the walk here. Joey Sloseko, 2 on, 2 out. Sloseko to the shortstop, gets the player at second, and that'll retire the side. Seattle gets 1 on the board, ties it up. Bottom of the third we go now. Providence, this one to the third baseman, and out is Dordovic. Lemon coming in now, and Lemon will get a walk with 1 out. Will Love now. Oh, Will Love down the left field line. Lemon going to third, and they're going to stay. 2 runners in scoring position now for hot hitter Dustin Parmalee. Dustin going to the first baseman, and they get the out, but the runner comes home to score. The other runner advances to third. Runner at third now for hot hitter Slokening. Slokening over the third baseman's head, and that'll be an RBI single. It is now 3-1 Providence. Providence finally getting their first decent lead here of the season, or this series, I should say, as they get a strikeout from Jose 43, and that'll leave the runner stranded. But they get 2 more on the board, have scored a run in the last 2 innings. Move to the top of the fourth now, and hot hitter Mellett. Mellett to the first baseman, throws over the pitcher, out number 1. O'Sullivan. And that'll drop in front of the center fielder for a base hit. Rocks out with your Crocs out. And they'll take a walk. 2 runners on now for Ryan Cacao. Cacao, shortstop gets that one and makes the play at second. But we now have runners at the corners with 2 outs. Campbell coming up. And look at the strikeout on Campbell. And that'll leave those runners stranded. Bottom of the fourth we go now. Providence up by 2, and that's a hard hit ball towards right field, but that is caught near the warning track, out number 1 for Krustis. Dustin Johnson, and they'll fly out to the first baseman, out number 1, and now Ruiz, and that'll be a fly out to left field. So 1-2-3 inning here. Seattle able to get out of that fourth as we now move to the top of the 5th. And that one's at the gap on the left side, and the leadoff hitter Cruz comes in with a double to start us off here. And we'll get a walk from Anita Fartinghouse, and Bart Mooley in trouble here. Still has some gas in the tank, but has given up some base runners. Oh, and they get the double play. Nice one. Runner at third here with 2 outs, and that one's past the second baseman. That'll score another run, and it is now 3-2. And a strikeout looking there from Mellett. We'll leave that runner stranded at first. Halfway through the game now, it is 3-2 Providence. Bottom of the 5th. To the gap on the right side, and Dordovic is on with the base hit. Bergamot Lemon now. Lemon, the 4, the 6, and the 3. They get the double play. Oh no. And this one, a hard hit line drive to the third baseman, immediately throws it to first. What a sequence that one was, and that'll take us now to the top of the 6th. O'Sullivan coming up, and oh, they're going to beat out the throw, and that'll be an infield single. This will be a fly out to left field, and Crocs out is out. Ryan Cacao now 1 on 1 out. Cacao down the left field line. This might score a run here. Runner going to third. No, they're going to stay. 2 runners in scoring position for Campbell. Campbell, hard hit fly ball to left field, and the throw. Runner coming home and they're going to be safe. Campbell with the RBI, and the game is tied now 3-3 as we get a walk here from Cruz, and we're in trouble here as We now have 2 runners on, and that's going to be a base hit in the left side. And Seattle takes the lead here, 4-3, 2 on, 2 outs. And a strikeout looking from Kropakosov will leave those runners stranded, but Seattle does take the lead. Here we go, bottom of the 6th. Providence down by 1. Need to get something going here. Dustin Parmley is no longer a hotter hitter. And they're going to hit to the second baseman, out number 1. Chip Slokening, hard hit ball towards right field. And that is caught at the wall, out number 2. Down the right field line, past the first baseman, Jose 43 is going for 2 here. They're sliding in with a double. Runner in scoring position now for Giannis Krustis with 2 outs. Giannis to the second baseman, and that'll be the 3rd out, retiring the side. We now move to the top of the 7th inning, 4-3 Seattle. Joey Sloseko will hit that one right to the first baseman. And here we go. Strikeout from Mellett, and that'll bring up O'Sullivan with 2 outs. And another strikeout, and there we go. Providence, 9 outs remaining, down by 1, down 3 games to none. Here we go. They have to get this rally started right now. That'll do it as a base hit here from Dustin Johnson, as that'll bring up Ruiz. 1 on for Ruiz, no outs, and Ruiz hard hit ball, and that is out of here. A 2-run blast, and Providence takes the lead. Providence now 5-4 over Seattle with the 2-run blast. Oh my goodness. Ruiz, that was 356 feet. That's exactly what the Crabs need, and that yanked the pitcher out as Aduk Singh comes in now for Seattle. And that looked like a base hit. Yes, runner first now.
That's an error, I think.
It is, yeah. Let me get the fumble in there, as we're going to get a pass ball. Runner moves on to second. And that was hit to the third base, and they're going to get the runner first, and that'll... 2 outs now. And, oh my goodness, through the gap in center, runner coming home to score. And they're going to be... Oh, they got him! Oh my goodness, and so Providence up by 1. Sarah, take us away.
Oh my goodness, what a tense game so far. Now we're 0-2 count. Rocks out, gets strikes out. More like strikeout, am I right? I believe my last strike, but it's not with me right now. Right to count now, stepping up. Get a ground ball to the strikes out. That is gonna be very slowly thrown. That's gonna be healthy. You really took their time there for that animation. Now they're gonna give up a walk to Davis Campbell. So now Santander is gonna step up. Who's hit a lot better recently. Now there's a ground ball to the second baseman. That's gonna be thrown to first base for it out. So now some time for insurance runs for Providence here. They're really gonna need some considering how the Seattle, how Seattle offense has been. So now that's gonna help Chipper Slow getting hot here. Gets a single. Jose 43 Senior steps up. Gonna hit a pop-up, and the third baseman's gonna call for it and get the catch. Giannis Krustis that will run up first. It's gonna hit one deep. That is gonna be a moonshot, but that is gonna be Apollo 11 moment, but more of a Apollo 13 moment. Dustin Johnson's gonna hit ground ball. That's gonna be a fielder's choice. So 5-4 here. So now we have Seattle down to their final 3 outs here as they hopefully try to wrap this up for them. Party House gonna strike out. The bottom stuff that was coming up. 3-2 count is gonna get a strikeout here, so lucky out Charles gained 2 strikeouts in a row. Now stepping up finally is Jose Sloseko, hoping to at least put this off today. 1-2 count, gonna get a grab ball to second base, so Crabs are gonna stay alive as they are gonna get 1 win here on 4th game. Maybe is this a start for reverse sweep? Who knows? But I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm all for it. So now we have Providence winning this one. 5-4. Some hope for them right now. And look at the box score. So we have some multiple hit games from Santana Cruz and Nita Firehouse. All gained 2 hits. 2 hits for Lumpo Sullivan as well on the outside. Providence side, so have 3 for 4 for Chippers locating with 2 RBIs. 2 for 4 for Jose 43 Senior. And 2 RBIs for Julio Ruiz. Now, pitching, we have Danny Sullivan getting lost, 5 earned runs in 6 innings pitched. And we have Tino Phone and Conbedes getting a win and a blown save. Here, 1 earned run, 2.1 innings pitched. Lucky out Charles gets a save. Second save of postseason. Chipper Slow innings here, player of the game.
All right. Well, if we were to just look at an odd standpoint here, to win the one game would be a 1-2 chance. To win 2 games would be 1-4. To win 3 games would be 1-8, and to win 4 games would be 1-16. So they're a quarter of the way now. The Crabs are. They need to get 3 more wins here in a row. As we're going to move on now to our next game and take a look at the information here. Starting off with the Crabs, and Mike, are you there? If Mike wants to go ahead and hop in voice chat, we'll go ahead and take care of the Crabs for him here for game number
Nope,
5.
I'm sorry, I'm muted like a genius.
No
Let,
worries. Welcome.
let me get some stamina checks, my friend.
Hey,
All
great job,
right.
Einstein.
Yeah, it was a good game. All right, so let's start off here with your starting pitcher. And you are at 100%, my friend. Let's take a look at Nola Nola. Nola Nola, 67%. Economides at 29%. Lucky El Charo at 22%. Ron Lane at 96%, Sports Boy at 84%, and finally Abraham Lindcrab at 100%. So what would you like me to fix here for you?
Okay. Put El Charo from use more often to less often.
More often to less often. There we go.
Okay, then I'll leave Ron Lane the same. What's Economides again? Wasn't he like 60 or something?
29.
Oh, he was 29. Okay, put Economides on non-spec and normal.
All right.
Take Sports Boy, put him to stopper, 8th or later.
Stopper 8th, or you mean 8th and close?
8th or close, yeah, 8th or close. I forgot
All
later.
right.
On it. And then Nola. Can I see Nola one more time? Sorry.
Sure.
Not the smartest guy in the world.
67.
67. Leave him there.
Okay.
And then same-handedness pitcher, so use the same order. We're good.
Okay,
for,
so you're
game
all
5.
set. All right. Well, thank you very much, Mike. Great. All right. So the Crabs, who were down 0-4, winning game number 5. We're going to move on now to Seattle and take a look at their settings. And all right, so game number 5, we do have some from Sea Desert here. So let me go ahead and switch over here to the Sea Serpents, and we'll take care of these here for them. And Aria, stopper, 7th and close, high leverage. All right, Aria, stopper, 7th and close, and high leverage. There we go. And then the next one was Sing is none, normal, none. None, normal, none. There you go, C does it. Any other changes I could do there for you? All right, great. So we are all set. Got the thumbs up here from Seattle, and Providence is all locked in as well. So we're going to move on now to game number 5. And let's now take a look at our predictions as I pull up the matchups and see how we're doing here. And we do have who scores first. And we have a minute left in this one. And right now it's Providence at 67%. So Seattle's the first team up. They are the top of the lineup here, or the top of the inning, I should say. So they do have the advantage here in getting the first run. If you want to make some channel points, now's the time to do so. We're about 2/3 still on Seattle. And while we're waiting on that, Sarah, wow, what a Game 5 performance by the Crabs. Able to come back, able to hold on. Pitching was strong. The hitting came through clutch when they needed it. What are your thoughts?
Hey, it was game 4. Don't jinx it.
Oh, 4. Game. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Very. That was a close one, but like if the Crabs like ever really want to hope, I mean like you really need those close games to like go your way. So maybe Crabs at least get some momentum here. I find the OTB a lot of times is a very momentum heavy game. So yeah, maybe those will do them well. Going into this game.
Absolutely. All right. Well, looks like our prediction has closed, and it is, let's see here. Who scores first is at 83% Seattle, and Providence is at 18%. And we're going to get started here with game number 5. Let me just check one thing here real quick. All right, and off we go. Game number 5, and Santana Cruz is going to be our first batter up. And here we go. And with the 2-3-2 playoff format, this will be the last game in Providence here, as they're going to fly out here to left field. Providence able to hold on, getting that game number 4 win there, clutch. That one's hit to the third baseman, and that is out number 2 for Seattle as Kropakosov comes up. And Kropakosov, that will drop in front of the left fielder. Runner at first now with 2 outs for Joey Sloseko. Sloseko to the shortstop. They'll get the player at second, and that'll retire the side. And here we go, Providence. Only 1 win. They need 3 more. They need an offensive explosion, and now's the time to do it as Dordovic comes in to start us off, as my cat has climbed over my fence to get in here to my room, and I need to eject him. Come on, Jack. Time to go bye-bye. Let's go. Oh, you almost janked my headphones off. Go away. Sorry about that. Cannot have the cat on the desk. He likes rubbing up against the monitors, and I worry about them flipping over, as they'll get a strikeout here. That'll retire the side at the bottom of the first, still 0-0. Seattle coming up now. This one's hit to the second baseman, and Mellett is out. That'll bring up Lumpo Sullivan, and they'll fly out number 2. And this will drop in front of the left fielder, and that is a base hit with 2 outs for Crocs out. Ryan Cacao. Oh, what a play almost by the shortstop, but it does get by them. 2 runners on now. And this one's going to drop past the shortstop. I thought it was going to fall and be a catch, but no. Juice's base now. Oh, no.
What?
What was that? That's going to bring a runner
let's
home.
try running third. Jesus.
Right, and they're going to get strikeout, but Seattle gets 1 scored, leaves 3 stranded. Bottom of the second we go now. Providence down. Leadoff strikeout here from Slokening. That'll bring up Jose 43 Sr. Jose, and that is over the second baseman's head. Base hit. 1 on, 1 out for Krustis. Krustis, hard hit ball towards deep center field, going back towards the warning track, and they're going to make the catch. 2 outs now, runner at first. Cold hitter Johnson. Johnson, towering shot towards right field, and that is out of here. Johnson with the home run, even though they're the cold hitter, and that's exactly what Providence needed. That is now 2-1 Providence.
Out of the park.
Oh my goodness. Still 2 outs here. Ruiz, oh my goodness, another one. Back-to-back home runs. Ruiz getting 1 in as well, and it is now 3-1 Providence.
Out of the
Oh my
park.
goodness, Providence with the comeback here. Trying to get this second game, get this second win, keep hopes alive. As that one's to the gap in center, and they roll on here. Dordovic getting on base, and that'll bring up Bergamot Lemon. Lemon to the shortstop. They'll make the play at second, but Providence gets 3 on the board, and we now move to the top of the third, 3-1 with Sarah.
So now we have a 3-1 here. So really a huge lead for Krabs, all considering to now have a Kropakosov single there. Seattle tries to come back with you. 1-2 count is going to be another single here for Sloseko. So now we have runners up first and second. Really huge opportunity here as they have done really well runners here in this game. And that's going to be a fielder's choice, not even going to turn a double play. OJB does that a lot. Now that is going to be interesting as that's a call for the shortstop. The shortstop's going to catch it. Really done. And we have a both Warriors to run bases are loaded. Really huge ball maker.
Oh!
That's gonna strike him out. Cacao is gonna strike him. That's gonna strand the bases.
Wow.
Loaded. Really, I think the pendulum has swung a bit on the crowd side right here, at least in this moment. So now I have Will Love stepping up. Gonna hit 1-2 right center field. That's gonna be easily caught by right fielder. That's gonna be first LBG inning so far. Chipper doesn't harmony is gonna step up. That's gonna be Popo to second base. Yeah, so like go walk for Chipper Slow King. That's gonna be fine. Jose 43 steps up. Gonna give light ball center field. That's gonna be caught, and that's gonna be third out of the inning. So now we have runners stranded on first. Back to Seattle here. 2-2 count. You have a strikeout by Davis Campbell. That's gonna be out for Seattle so far. Now Santana Cruz stepping up. That's gonna be hit deep, but that's gonna be diving catch on the whoa. I really hope that they
You really wonder if the right fielder gets concussions from that, but thankfully injuries are turned off here. Now we have a Nia Firehouse getting a ground ball to second base, and that is going to be third out, so 1-3 inning here. Giannis Cruz 1-2 count gets a fly ball center field. That's gonna be out. Dustin Johnson on 2-2 count is gonna step up, get a ground ball first baseman. That's coming from the pitcher. 3-1 ground out, and Julio Ruiz now gets a walk here. Already shedding the cold label from his name. Luka Dorvich now with a runner first. That's gonna be caught by the pitcher. Actually, I've never actually seen the pitcher catch a pop up. Not gonna lie. But that's going to retire side. Now we're going to be back to Seattle on the 5th inning. Here on the 0-2 count, we have Christopher Progress up. Getting a strikeout. Wow, they're already calling for a reliever? I can't wait. Oh my goodness, Michael's doing decent. They already called for James Rowland. Okay. Wow, they're gonna get a ground out to the shortstop. That's gonna be out. And Adam Milano is gonna step up and hit a huge fly ball, and that's gonna be a 1-2-3 inning. So he's the reliever is hopefully gonna be pretty efficient for the Crabs rest. They're gonna OTB is gonna try to let them stay off elimination, I suppose. Bergman Lemon is gonna hit one to the gap. That's gonna be a one. He thought that was gonna be a line drive diving catch or something, but I guess not. Will Love is gonna now step up with a runner second. That's gonna be a ground out. Runners can't advance. It's gonna stay on second. That's probably left a runner second is gonna hit one deep. That's gonna be caught, and maybe a runner will tag. Runner will try to tag, and successfully does. Now Bergman Lemons on third base as Chipper Slogan. The hot hitter tries to get a run in, but that is not gonna be hot. That's just gonna be ground out to the shortstop. That's gonna be fine. Now Jose 43. Lopez Sullivan's gonna step up for Seattle Sea Serpents. 1-2 count here for Lump, and that's gonna be a strikeout. So that's gonna be first down for the inning so far. The 6th inning, a very big pitcher's duel so far here, and James Rowland also gets a single to center field here for the Rockstar Croxell. So that's gonna be now for Right Cacao. It's gonna strike out here. Not hitting that great in the series so far, but now we have Davis Campbell on 3-2 count. He's gonna take a walk here. Really good job working the count on the pitcher. So now we have a James Rowland. That's gonna be a wild pitch there on 3-1 count. Oh no, the bases are loaded for Seattle, so this could be a crucial moment in the series. No, Frio, that's going to walk and they run. And now that we have a one-run deficit, only has the Nia Firehouse draws a walker, bases remain loaded. Count for progress up. That's going to be a mid shot to right field, but that's going to be easily caught. That's going to limit the damage as Nola stops any more from happening. Now, continuing also have Jose 43 Senior on 2-2 count, stepping up, gets a strikeout looking. That's going to be a first out of the inning. Crabs Drunken needs some insurance runs here. That one run doesn't feel safe with Seattle around. Giannis Cruz gets a ground ball. This is Johnson on 2-1-2 count. Also gets a ground ball first baseman. First baseman gonna take it himself. That's gonna be 1-2-3. So now we're on to the 7th inning. Last inning for me before I pass it on here. So we have Jose Fonseca now stepping up. Get a walk on a 3-2 count. Very good work of the count. Adam Malott steps up. Gets a strikeout on a 3-2 count. So that is very good pitch placement there. That is a fly ball right field, but that's going to be easily caught. Never was any doubt. And Rockstar Croxell now stepping up. That's going to be, he's been caught by second baseman who takes it to the base himself. Never really see second baseman does that. That's usually a shortstop shot. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna be that's gonna be a scoreless inning for Seattle. Now Providence now stepping up, really crucial in a few innings.
Aria coming in.
Few runs. Yeah, Ruiz now getting a strikeout. Aria in. Aria one of their better relievers, like second best, I suppose. Now Luka Dorvich now stepping up, striking out. That is gonna be second out. Now Bergamot Lemon maybe get something going here. At least wear down their pitchers a bit. 0-2 count, strikes out. That's a very efficient inning from our Arfina Aria. Now we go on to LBG to try to close this game out.
And here we go. Providence up by 1. They want to keep it that way as Cacao, Campbell, and Cruz coming up for Seattle. And Cacao getting a leadoff base hit here up the middle. That'll bring up Davis Campbell. 1 on, no out. Davis Campbell striking out looking. Top of the order now, Santana Cruz. Cruz, the 4, the 6. But not the 3, as they'll get the force out of second. But no, they did not. They did not get the out of second. As 2 runners on now, there's a high fly ball caught at the wall on the right side. Runner tags from second to third. Runners at the corners. And we'll get a walk here from Kripakosov. And oh boy, Providence in trouble again. Slaseco up, juices base, and they walk in another run. Oh no, Providence ties the game up with the walk here. Sports Boy tying it up. And oh, what a play by the center fielder. Able to keep them in contention in that inning. Oh my goodness, what a play. Who was that? That was Santana Cruz with just the amazing play in center field there. As we get a leadoff strikeout here from Love. I'm sorry, that was Krustis. Krustis with the play. 1 out. Strikeout looking here from Parmalee, and that'll bring up Slokening.
Out of the park.
And Slokening striking out as Jim Bob Fan Club subscribed to Tier 1. Thank you very much, Jim Bob Fan Club. Welcome to the Pro Baseball Experience. And Season 32 Major League World Series here, Game 5, as that one's going to be a flyout here on the right side. Still tied 3-3, and a strikeout. And 2 outs now, and here comes Cacao. Cacao, who has been struggling this series, hits one to shortstop, and that retires the side. And here we go, Providence with the chance to walk it off here. Bottom of the 9th inning, Jose 43, Krustis, and Johnson. Jose to the second baseman. That is out number 1. Giannis Krustis striking out. 2 outs now. Dustin Johnson. Can they get the walk off here? Dustin will take the walk, and that'll bring up Julio Ruiz, who had a home run earlier in the series. Ragnarok comes in and gives up a walk, but now we have 2 on. Top of the order for Dordovic. Dordovic could take a walk and 3 walks straight. Here we go. Bergamot Lemon.
TP, why you do that?
Bergamot Lemon. It strikes out. Ragnarok gets him, and we now move to extra innings. Top of the 10th, free baseball with Sarah.
Oh my god, that's a classic OTP if I ever seen one. Now Seattle now stepping out in 10th inning. Davis Campbell now stepping up. And extra innings still, free baseball everybody. Davis Campbell gets ground out third base. That's gonna be out. Santa Cruz also gets a high fly ball to center field. That's also gonna be a second out here. So 2 outs already. Abraham Linkrab did not specified already coming in. So 0-1 count. That's gonna be a pop up to a nearby house. That's gonna be out. A 3 inning for
Here we
Seattle.
go.
Now Providence is gonna hopefully maybe actually walk it off this time, but don't share the base a little bit. Will Love now stepping at 1-2 count. Gonna strike out. That's gonna be first out of the inning. That's a Parmalee down 3-1 count. Maybe get a walk here. That is gonna be a deep fly ball, but that is not gonna be a make it. That is just gonna be caught. Shivers looking 1-2 count. Strikes out, so we're gonna go out, continue out with LBG over here.
And here we go. Kropakosov, Slaseco, Mellet. Kropakosov starting us off here for Seattle. Kropakosov, hard hit, but doesn't have the distance. Going over towards the left corner. Makes the catch as the left fielder. Joy Slaseco now with 1 out. Slaseco will take the walk, and that'll bring up Mellet. Adam Mellet now. 1 on, 1 out. Strikes out. And Abraham Linkcrab trying to get them out of this inning here for the Crabs, as this one's going to be a flyout into center field. And here we go, another chance, 3 in a row here for the Providence Crabs to try and get a walk-off to finish this game out, as Jose 43 comes up first, and they're going to strike out. Giannis Krustis with 1 out. Giannis strikes out as well. Oh boy, and Ragnarok gets switched out, and here comes Aaron Beckett in for Seattle, as that one's hit to the second baseman, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. We now go to the top of the 12th, 3-3 with Sarah.
As this game is still going to continue on, it gets close. Now we go on to 12th inning here. It's a 1-2. That's gonna be deep. That's gonna be out of here. Apollo on Seattle. Really cheering at home right now. That might actually be a dagger.
Out of the park.
Rocks out with the potential game winner here in 12th inning at Providence. You guys hear the inflation of a crowd right now looking in Providence, as that might do it. Who knows? Perhaps they'll have something catch up when we have running Cacao get strikeout. Now we have James Campbell getting a deep play ball, but that's going to be a caught by diving catch. Santana Cruz gets a grab ball to short, so that is going to be out of here. And now Seattle takes a crucial 1-run lead. Now with nobody getting any sort of hits right now, you guys really feel that is super important right now. That is going to be a pop-up, not going to do it for Providence. 1-0 here, 1-2 count. That's gonna be a Grandma shortstop. Now Providence is down to their final out here. And with 1-2 count, strikeout. Seattle Sea Serpents win the World Series, their first in their history after the newest expansion team is gonna win it all. They went for one of the biggest rebuilds in league history, and now they are finally able to say it paid off. They got their ring, and now they are able to call themselves the champions of the PBE for season number 33. Now winning this one 4-3 in the extra innings, not in 12th inning. So now maybe we should look at box scores.
Wow, that was crazy.
Some huge games here for Santa Cruz when going 2-6, 2-5 for Chris Agnasov, 3-5 for Roxelt, and then like 2-5 for Luka Dorvich on the Crab side, 2 RBIs for Dustin Johnson, ultimately falls them short. Seattle side, so we have Bruce Goosers who's gonna give a 3 earned run in 6 innings pitched. Michael Dion is gonna give 1 earned run in 4 innings pitched. 86 pitches even, and then Link Crab is gonna take the loss, unfortunately. Croxelt is gonna take the player of the game.
And congratulations
Yeah,
to Brainchild and C Does It. Wow, what an amazing season. Not only going through Nashville, but taking out the Toros, who beat the Scorpions as well, and then coming in here and beating the Crabs, who beat the Voiders, who were the number 1 seed. So, an amazing series here. Some underdogs that came in, and even though they weren't the first seed, they showed they could get into the big dance. But ultimately, it was the Seattle Sea Serpents who are your season 32 Major League World Series champions. Congratulations to both teams getting this far, but especially congratulations to Brainchild, C Does It, and the Seattle Sea Serpents organization. What a great job they did with their rebuild, getting into the World Series last season, winning it this season. That they're going to be a team in contention. You thought that Champions West was hard before. This next couple of seasons, Seattle's going to be, giving DBS some trouble. So we'll have to see how that goes here. But again, Seattle winning 4-2 over Providence. We're going to go ahead and do a file save here and then get started on our upload to get the index updated here.
I know C does and has been like giving us information, so like if C and Brain like wants to hop on, I suppose like now's a great time.
Absolutely. C Does It, Brainchild, if either one of you would like to hop into the management voice chat, the playoffs management server, the one we were giving you were giving us the updates in, please feel free to join in down there, and we'd love to congratulate you on winning the season.
Oh man, really huge. I mean, like they were rebuilding for a few seasons, like bottom, like what we call serious now. But look at it now; they're like already hitting so many cap like issues, and then also like they got their final ring, so like clearly they're gonna be contention for a few more seasons. So like,
Oh no,
yeah, the Seattle, huh? What's up?
I should have checked the series MVP before I started the upload. We'll check it afterwards. Sorry,
Don't
guys.
check it out. Hey, everybody's fine suspense. We're just
Yeah,
keeping
there you
some
go.
more
Now you have to
suspense as
listen
we
to
do
Sarah
the
and I talk.
yeah, it's just a post show right now.
But
It's like basically the talking battle for everything. So yeah.
right, you know, this was an amazing season. A lot of teams really fought hard. I really did think that Sloss were going to come back, and it's just unfortunate that the way that the postseason went for them. It was really the Vandals. I thought the Vandals, they did really well this season as well. Maui just a couple games back of possibly getting into the playoffs, their first chance of ever being in playoff contention as a team. That was really big for them. Over on the champion side, I really did think at the start of the season this was going to be the Scorpions' season to win. They had the lineup, they had the farm system, they had all those draft picks. It was all coming to
Mhm.
fruition, and Seattle said, "You know what? All that work you put in, we're just going to throw that out the window, chuck it
I
all."
mean, like in the playoffs, I mean, like everything, like what you gotta understand is that like teams like who all make the playoffs are usually really good, and when you think of like games, like even one team, like if they have a career advantage, that's only 60% chance of winning. So like really
Right.
anything could happen in the playoffs. It's like the fair game, and that's something like that's both like infuriating and special. Like infuriating because like I've been the Slavs and the Kingpin's GM, so like yeah. But anyways, look who joined us today. So look, it's C does and the GM does Seattle Sea Service. How are you doing?
Oh man, feeling great. I mean, what
Woo.
else am I gonna feel like right now, right?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty crazy actually getting this far. Going from expansion to this, and I think it's been 8 seasons or something like that. And then, it's like crossing the goal line finally when 3 years ago, or I guess 3 seasons ago, we were in that World Series against San Antonio, went to Game 7 and lost it. Here we are. It feels like we might get a sweep for a second. I jinxed it with a GIF, and then we had to sit on the edge of our seat for a while. So, just trying to get the heart rate back down. That's really what I'm going through right
Well,
now.
something that's interesting about that is I remember when we did the expansion to the Champions and the Legends, and everybody thought that the Champions East was going to be the division where, you had all these teams stacked up, everybody was within just a few games of each other. But within like a season, within like one season of that expansion, it went directly to the Champions West, and it's just been this contentious rivalry. The Scorpions, the Sea Serpents, the Toros, even the Rougarous, a couple of seasons there, really fighting it out. And what a hard job you've had to do all these seasons, fighting for just a wild card spot because DVS always seemed to grab that division lead. But to finally make it all this time, what are your thoughts now for the future? I know you got a great farm system coming up. Do you think you'll be able to hold on to enough people, enough pieces for next season to keep this ride going?
Next season, we're running everyone back. The team's exactly the same,
Oh,
minus
wow.
Anita Farting House.
Wow.
Yeah, it's actually pretty crazy. We only have
Yeah.
2 regressing players for next season, both pitchers. So it's definitely going to be another season where we're trying to compete, trying to give our all out there. And I got to say, it is tough being in the Champions West, right? But one of
Right.
the things that I said when I started this with Brain was I want to play the best people in this league. And I want to go against some of the best minds that we have because some of these GMs are immensely talented.
Absolutely.
This whole GMing and out of the park brainiac thing that people do here, it's really challenging. So getting to play against some of the best people who do this, it's been really fun for us, and it's only going to get harder, right? New Orleans is going
Absolutely.
to come back. I got to shout out them a little bit because that is where I came out of. It's 2-time bust for them, so that was awesome. But they're
Well,
going to be good too, and DVS is obviously going to keep doing their thing and being good. So yeah, we're just here to compete every year. That's what we're here to do.
Well, it's been a long, long and hard road for Seattle, having to fight through all this adversity. But you guys finally made it. Congratulations! What an amazing performance. For Providence to even come back that game 4, I thought that was just miraculous there because you guys, even with just a couple insurance runs, that's just not enough for Seattle. You gotta have 4 or 5 runs insurance, or else they come back with a 3-run inning and it's all over.
Yeah. Seattle
So
was like insane with the runners in scoring position. I mean, like every time like you see 1 or 2, like you can just expect a few runs to come in. That's just like so rare.
well, it's another thing too is Seattle's batting is excellent, but that bullpen, the Seattle bullpen, is by far, I think, one of the most dangerous bullpens in the entire league. And if you're keeping all your bullpen next season, oh boy, um, it's gonna be tough for not only Champions
Oh
West
man.
but Champions East too. Demons and Supernovas and all them, they're gonna have their work cut out for them. But
Oh yes.
wow.
It's also like nuts that like that's without Jackson and Marco too, which like was the fantasy god for the league for a few
Yeah,
seasons.
I had to kill off my own player to get this championship, and it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
So
All right. Yeah.
I hear
Yeah,
you there.
I think any GM would do. I mean, like how I'll kill my player to get a Myers ring too. So
exactly, yeah.
Right. All right. Well, it looks like the thing has finished uploading here. Before we check the index and get that going, let's just go ahead and real quick while C does it is here, and we're going to take a look at the series MVP, and it is going to be Santana Cruz. So congratulations to Santana Cruz, the season 32 World Series MVP, and C does it. On behalf of the PBE staff, congratulations! What a great season! What a great playoffs! And any last words before you sign out here for tonight?
Last thing I gotta say here, this has been an exciting season. Got to touch on Cruz getting MVP here because he was someone. It was definitely interesting going into the series because he was bound in the 100s, and we moved him
Yeah.
up from 9 to 1.
Hey, hell, like
Talk about performing when you get called on. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, like it's kind of nuts because I saw it's like, oh, you put like Cruz like on the one spot, he's saying like 150, but then later on you see like going up to 200s, and that's just like nuts. Like you see how much he's been performing in the World Series here.
it's just like fantasy football. Always start your studs. That's exactly what we did here.
Right. All right. Well, it looks like the index has been unpacked. We're just going to check real quick, make sure it is updated. Just sitting there hitting F5 refresh. It should pop up here any second. Let's go back and force it here. I know another way we can check here. Let's pull up this and come down here and click on that. There we go. All right, so index is updated, and let's just check here, make sure it has, and there we are. So congratulations again to Dirk Diglett and the California Firehawks winning the Minor League World Series earlier today with Rabbit Sponge, our host, and then today for the Major League World Series, the Seattle Sea Serpents are your Season 32 Major League World Series champions. I've been your host, Legally Blind Gamer, and joining me today has been Sarah. Any last words, Sarah, before we go ahead and sign out for the night?
It was fun. Enjoyed being here. So yeah.
Absolutely. What a great series. Some really great action in there, some great games. But, thanks everybody so much for joining us. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And, congrats again to both of our teams. We will have streams next week for the draft, for both the major and minor league draft. Plus, we have the Tahiti Classic coming up. Always great to watch as well. So stay tuned for season 33. But this is our final stream of the season, and we're going to go ahead and sign out now. Thank you so much to all of our viewers and all of our players in the league. Thank you to all of our GMs helping out tonight. And thank you so much, Sarah, for joining me, being my co-host. We're going to go ahead and sign out for the night. Thank you so much, and good night.
Good night.